Championships in Tbilisi. They'll be competing in just 5 days in the women's individual tournament at the World Championships. But before then, they got one heck of a practice match.
Ladies and gentlemen,
World University Games 2025 Women's EPEE gold medal bout between Anna MAKSYMENKO of Ukraine, KAYLIN of Hong Kong, China.
Representing Ukraine.
Für die Ukraine, Anna MAKSYMENKO.
Representing both Ukraine and the State University of Physical Education.
Für Hong Kong, China, KAYLIN
KAYLIN, Hong Kong, China.
Die Kampfrichter sind
representing the Fighting Irish of the University of Notre Dame.
MAKSYMENKO and Kelly Köhler.
Fencers, please get ready for the bout.
Fechter, macht euch bitte bereit für das Gefecht.
Well, this is going to be an interesting one. Rashid El-Shamli, the fantastic Rashid El-Shamli, is refereeing this one. Now, MAKSYMENKO is patient, but here, I think you have to say she's the uber patient épée fencer. She likes to operate off the blade, the fencer from Hong Kong, China, and she's got a deadly change of direction. MAKSYMENKO, though, patient right-handed pommeler, has a straight grip, so it has a little bit of extra reach. Keeps her arm low and out of the way. Keeps her opponent busy with bouncy footwork and sharp attacks off the blade. Cautious start expected. They adopt very similar tactics, these two. Could start out as a very low-scoring affair where passivity could come into play. That's a minute without any hits, and the referee stops the fight and gives out passivity warnings. Say the world number 7. MAKSYMENKO, the world number 26. I'm assuming their rankings for this tournament mirror those of the world rankings. Passivity priority is with the higher-ranked fencer, and that's Say of Hong Kong, China on the left. We're already getting down to 15 seconds before that call's made. Will MAKSYMENKO... Oh, no. It's Say who makes the move early. And now that first hit advantage is with the Ukrainian, who stepped away and used that extra reach and that pommeling. Watch this. The attack comes through from Say, and MAKSYMENKO produces a classic hit. That's exactly what she wants. So Say has played into MAKSYMENKO's hands at the start of this match. Now MAKSYMENKO can play a cautious, patient, waiting game. Well, now work cut out for the highest seeded fencer. Well, there's that action off the blade, as it's called, using her opponent's blade, beating her opponent's blade out of the way. Say gets her first hit. Still the priority in play here, with the clock starting with more than a minute to go in this first period. You can already tell that Say is eager to get back on level terms. MAKSYMENKO into the back line, has to feel like she has to come out after this one. She does enough of a defensive action with her blade to stop Sei from landing anything. Sei key to keep MAKSYMENKO pinned to that back line. Well, they're going to let time run out here. And at 2-2, the early lead broken away by MAKSYMENKO. Sei having to fight back to level up. But the priority benefit is with Sei, the higher ranked fencer. If the scores are level, she's the one that controls the passivity call. So same score per se after this first period in the semi-finals. She's a builder. She's not going to race through this match, that's for sure. But we saw her take control of the semi-final where she faced the other Ukrainian, Emily Conrad, and she bossed it after a patient start. She doesn't look like she's under any undue stress. But then again, down the other end, MAKSYMENKO seems intent on keeping her cool as well. Just remember, these are young athletes, 24 years old, Sei. MAKSYMENKO just 18. She took gold at the Budapest Grand Prix this season, the 18-year-old as well. It's really broken through at the senior level as we start the second period of this women's épée gold medal match at the Ryan World University Games. Now, MAKSYMENKO will not want passivity here. We're already 30 seconds into that's becoming a reality. MAKSYMENKO fancy will push this just a little bit. She might take one passivity call, but it's too risky to take two because the third one, and that's the end of the fight. Knowing that Sei's so patient could be the case. Now she lured Sei out into an attack and manages to get a double out of it, so nothing gained, but nothing lost. She's trying to, you can see in that replay that she's trying to get Sei to come out on the attack so that she can land a counter-attack and get away with the extra reach she has. At the moment, she seems to be quite high up Sei's arm. If she could just get sort of into the elbow of the sword arm, give her much more of an advantage, but it's easier said than done. So yeah, going over the top and onto the guard, having a little furrow down to the foot, all part of the target in épée. Lovely, patient approach from Sei, and no wonder she's pumping the fist there because it piles the pressure on. I know it's only 1 point, but the control, the patience there to wait for that moment where there's just a little lapse of concentration from MAKSYMENKO to open up the opportunity for that Fleischer attack. And the explosive nature of those attacks is a real surprise after all the calm that came before it. MAKSYMENKO she's adamant now not to let the shot clock, the 1 minute shot clock, come into play, and she's managed to get rid of that in this second period. Starting this final action, or this next period of fencing with less than a minute left on the clock in the period. The shot clock no longer plays a part. Oh, it's Say who goes after it. A double scored. And that means the scores remain level. Say, she's happy with the scores being level because it puts the pressure on MAKSYMENKO to go for the attack. Say, more than happy with passivity calls. MAKSYMENKO deciding that he's going to let time run out here. Say sort of led that request by just stopping dead on the piece. Part of the game. It's not that they're not fencing, but this is, it would be crazy to go after something and lose a hit at this stage. So the second break and this intriguing battle. I did say right at the beginning, we've got a real contrast of weapons here. The patience, the tactical mastery required in EPEE happens at a much slower pace because of the caution that's got to be deployed to make sure you don't get hit by your opponent. You have to take your time to build the individual hits. And this is how Say got on level after a period of just under a minute of calm, steady footwork. She was able to spring like a jack-in-a-box into the attack and surprising MAKSYMENKO. The patient game here displayed in women's EPEE in contrast to the high-speed roller coaster that is men's sabre. Both providing excellent sport, though, in their own way. 5-5 here. Too tough to call, that is for sure. Third and final period. Scores level. The priority, the advantage, a little bit with Say on the left, because she's the higher ranked fencer. She can play the containing game because of the passivity rule. But she defies everything that I just said and goes after the attack to get the lead. Now we may see her step up a game now, going after another couple of hits, and then back away and make MAKSYMENKO have to work to not only get back on level terms, but to get into the lead. Ooh, just about got away with a double. The pair of them there were in a spot of bother. MAKSYMENKO not going crazy. Then he has to get one and then make sure that passivity is not called. About 30 seconds away from that now. Is she prepared to take a passivity call here? That's the question. 25 seconds before passivity's called. MAKSYMENKO may take a passivity call here. She decides not to. Level pegging again. Now, oh, that's a nice hit as well. Fake around the parry and then going to body. So getting caught a little bit on the back foot, perhaps has just lost her way a tiny bit. That hit will certainly refocus her. This next hit, absolutely crucial. they can now effectively both afford a passivity call here. Say deciding not to go for it. Now, we are close to passivity being called again. As soon as I say it's, they can afford, both afford to go for the passivity. Say launches an attack, so, you know, it's a surprise. I wasn't expecting it, so MAKSYMENKO probably wasn't. And we've got less than 15 seconds now to go before passivity is called. They can afford to take it now because it can't happen again in the fight because we're inside a minute to go. So they do look like they're accepting that there will be a passivity call now. And just as the clock ticks on to 60 seconds, we get a double. That was almost bang on the passivity clock getting to 60 seconds. Third double means that we won't see a passivity call again. And now one of them has to take a move, make a move here, or we're going to have a priority minute. MAKSYMENKO seems content to try and get this final hit on the counter-attack, a defensive approach. Say's trying to push for it, but she's ultra cautious of the extra reach of the pommeler. Time's going to run out here. We are going to have a gold medal match decided in extra time, a priority minute here. So there's a electronic coin toss, and the priority is awarded to Say. What that basically means is if there's no hit or only doubles in this 1 minute, Say will win the match. So MAKSYMENKO has to score a single light. That doesn't mean that Say can sit back and do nothing. She's still got to stay active and seek opportunities to score a hit. But it does mean that she doesn't need to take as much of a gamble. Little pause here as MAKSYMENKO has to brush her hair and put it inside her jacket because he's not only getting in the way of potential hits, but it's also very distracting for your opponent to see your hair wagging around behind your head. MAKSYMENKO doesn't like this game where she's forced out onto the attack. We've seen her get away with it a couple of times today. It's not her A game. Say happy with the priority. Oh, goes out on the attack. And MAKSYMENKO did so well on the feet there to skip away and use that extra reach to force the double. Alert fencing from the Ukrainian on the right. No hit given. Priority minute doubles don't count. .20 to go. MAKSYMENKO running out of time here. Say staying keen and eager and launches the attack on preparation. It's her trademark hit, and the defending champion has retained her title here at the World University Games. Say KAYLIN from Hong Kong, China is back-to-back winner of the women's EPEE at this competition. And what a way to prepare for the Senior World Championships by taking the World University Games title here just 5 days before she takes to the piste in Tbilisi. Brilliant final. MAKSYMENKO was superb throughout, getting into the lead, making Say work in the first period. But Say of Hong Kong, the world number 7, after a big scare in the quarterfinals, has played her game, and it's taken her to the top of the podium. The timing of the Fleich attack, the arrow attack after the beat was absolutely sublime. MAKSYMENKO got herself back into the position she wanted to be with her blade, and it was Say who waited for that moment to launch the surprise attack. MAKSYMENKO thinks, I'm safe now, and then the attack comes and she's not quite ready. Say KAYLIN of Hong Kong.